It took double overtime, but Carpe Diem were able to overcome their opponents on their map pick. BHOP down 1-0. Carpe in that lead. I'm Boggs, joined by Laz, and welcome back, folks. Actually, give me a second. Welcome to Pistol Round, folks.
Big What is this pistol round? What are we watching? Look at it. It's a 5-player stack. Player stack from BHOP and connector. Then you see Carpe just walking through mid as a full unit. It's like a caterpillar from both teams. It's cool. Oh, there we go. Lassie's gonna get that first opening duel, and the molly gonna now be used. And Stanislaw, you can't get out of there. And Spermy and also Rek are gonna try to come from the back lines, but they're way too late to this party. They can go for the deep plant, and they can have a good post-plant positioning here from Carpe. There you go. They're all gonna go into the bank, getting in the vault. See what they can do and lock this thing down. And Shop, ooh, boy, he gets a second chance at this. He almost got taken out.
Yes, he did, but he still gets that bomb down. He gets out of there alive. Carpe Diem looking to hold this post plant down. At the very least, they should be able to force up into the next round, but they want more than just force buys. They want round wins. They want to put BHOP on the forces. In they charge, in they come. Chop going out. Gets that next one. It's a 2v2. 1v2 perhaps. Chop somehow gets taken down. Doesn't do the taking. And it'll all come crashing down here. Bit of a rough showing there from Carpe Diem in the end, but they still able to win it. Well, they get a little lucky there. They get a little bit of luck on their side. So the bomb will detonate. No kit. No time for the defuse. And they scrape away with a win. That's living right there for Carpe Diem.
Man, and I gotta say, like, that smoke that came in from Stanislaw, like, he was all the way in the back of short A, and he's able to get that smoke that just lands in front of bank. I mean, a basic thing, right? But it's a minute little detail, but it does so much effect and allowed them to get in that site and put the Carpe Diem squad. They had to go all the way around the ramp. They had to fight in a totally different position, and it just changed the pace of that. It doesn't go their way. Just barely do they lose that round. Just nobody buying a defuse kit. Make sure you invest in those, please. Force up that we see from BHOP, and Deagles and even a scout with an MP9 bug. So BHOP, man, they want to bring this back. They want to convert it.
Yeah, it's a good classic force buy. The force buys have been very effective as of late, and as of late, I mean, like, as of the last year and a half at this point, if not more. Seems like force buy round 2 meta has been around for a long time, but months can seem an eternity in Counter-Strike. So I'm gonna go out and give a set date. 5v5 still as time ticks down. 55 on the clock. Chop at 44 HP. That nade will not do any damage as the players were not out of connector just yet. It's a slow and steady waltz up to the A side here for Carpe Diem, and there's some stiff resistance readied up by BHOP. Pretty much all 5 players are going to be there. They're all rotating up. They're all getting ready. Oh man, Laz. This is going to be a brawl for a take, and the flash will kill Classia. Will get traded back, though. Beaky still living as is. Stanislaw dropped there by Walker. 1 left, but he has to recover the bomb. Time is ticking, and this is a factor. Spermy's stuck in bank, and the bomb will go down in the smoke. Bit of an open plant here. Actually, that's close enough to the truck, but still, it's a bit more of an open plant than you'd normally expect. Not the dice plant for sure. And Hex Spray will finish off Spermy in the end. A bit of a messy round, though, for Carpe Diem. Definitely could have been a lot cleaner.
Yeah, that could have been a lot cleaner. But honestly, I mean, good effort that we saw from BHOP. They were able to get some pretty big kills. And I was getting a little bit nervous for Carpe Diem. They looked like they just got kind of in a moment of quicksand, and they couldn't get outside of washroom. I don't know, maybe they forgot to wash their hands or something, but they make it work. And Classia not able to clear the angle, and not properly anyways. He was fully blind, and now it's going to be pretty much light purchase that we'll see from BHOP. They're going to have a 4-1 split. A lot of pressure onto this B, and Stan just creeping things through. I think he actually might have spotted Shot, but he actually will fall back. Not going to go for the fight at all, so instead he's going to go all the way around and try to see what he can do. But Carpe Diem now getting the ball back in their control, making the advancement potentially through Monster, but waiting things out. And Stan, if they don't get moving, Stan might be able to find something here.
Molotov's going through. Stan still on that pensive flank. 3 players on the B side, 1 on that little crunch. Utility still flooding in. The spam not really doing anything. There's Stan's kill in towards connector this time. And traded back there by Hext. A little rough on the spray again, but he gets the job done. Wreck takes down Klasia. Beaky's picked up a Galil, and he will do more damage onto Hext, who's charging up through short. One more left. It's Wreck, and he's been spotted, and he's been domed. Gets a dink on his way out, but not enough for a kill. 3-0 the start on the T side for Carpe Diem. A flying start, but the guns are going to come out here for BHOP, and Carpe Diem should expect stiffer resistance here. It should not be where they can be getting away with some of the kills they've been getting away with right now, and some of the positions they've been putting themselves in. They're going to have to be able to win around clean. Have not done so yet. Stan's got the op in hand. There's only one kit, though, for BHOP. And Carpe Diem are gearing up for a B blitz. They're all ready to push through. Flash is going in. Silas is blind, and he's unable to get anything besides a little bit of damage. Spermy comes in 1-for-1, and in towards Pit. Hex turns on Wreck, getting 90-degree flicked on. Hex is cranking 90s, and he'll get himself another kill. All down to 2. We're just going to save here for BHOP. Nothing for Beaky or Stanislaw to attempt. Save the op of the M4 and the utility, particularly in the hands of Beaky. And try again next time, because this round is all Carpe Diem.
All right, that's what the doctor ordered. Carpe Diem, man. They put the foot on the gas, and they're able to just go for a big old execute, an easy one. And BHOP not expecting it at all. So they have to save this right now. They got the M4, they got the op ready to go. But they just get dropped, and like you said, Hex puts on a performance to get himself a triple to open up that site. Now it's going to be a 4-0. The full loss bonus of 3,400 is going to be activated here for BHOP. Spermy should have enough to go for the rifle purchase, as well as Wreck. He's going to probably have to go for the FAMAS, but Carpe Diem, man, they are not messing around. They're having a magnificent start already, and this isn't even a side that they do quite well on. I mean, this is like typically about a 50% win rate on their T side in comparison to their CT on Overpass, and we see Hex playing like this with a 7-1 scoreline, Boggs. He's shaking in the boots a little bit here if I was BHOP.
Shaking and quaking a little bit here, but they still have enough of a buy to contest this round. Nice little spam there by Klasia. Silas is gone. And Walco's going to pick up Beaky, too. 1-for-1 out long, so it's a 4v3 in the favor of Carpe Diem now. Giving themselves a man advantage with a lot more space, but BHOP going for a gamble rotation. Stanislaus going in towards heaven from the looks of things, and they're gambling towards B. That's exactly where Carpe Diem are walking into. Flash goes high, Spermy falls. Klasia making his way in, dropped by Wreck, who dashes in towards Pit. Stanislaw posted up on bridge with the op in hand. Molotov forces Wreck away, as Walco, Chop, and Wiz will try and go up towards sight, but Stanislaw is there holding the line. Has one on the op, spots out another behind the pillar, leaving it all down to Wiz with the op. One kill, but can he get Wreck? No, he can't! And BHOP with a 2v4 victory. Get a big win to cut this one down and slow down the momentum of Carpe Diem, which was going to get very much out of control. Not to mention the fact that BHOP would have been reset going into it. They're going to call a timeout here too, BHOP, interestingly enough. And, well, Carpe Diem will probably take this time to regroup themselves, because that round is going to be a little bit of a painful one.
Yeah, and this is what we saw before. I mean, they kind of have these moments where they get these kills, they look clean, and then it almost seems like a bit of overthinking or some hesitation that's kind of kicking in, and then they get kind of stuck in the wrong spot. And just that second or two of overthinking just catches them off guard. And BHOP, like you said, a 2v4, and they win it. Well, they get themselves back on the board, and Stan does have the big green in his hands again. We saw him put up a triple kill round in the previous map of Nuke. See what else he can do, and he has the best spawn, so now he should be able to go for this fight and try to see if he can win the opening engagement. We'll have to see. Wiz also had a pretty decent spawn, but now he's getting pushed back a bit, so he won't be able to go for this fight. Stan going to play this a bit more passive now. Smoke's coming in, Flash going to be used. Beaky going to go for the swing, but he's going to get taken out after he gets the first kill, but takes a heavy hitter. Takes the big impact of Hex.
Yeah, it's a good player to take out there. And a good trade back for Carpe Diem, too. FAMAS now for Walco's hands. Galil in the hands of Chop. And an 8 take still on the cards here for Carpe Diem, as Chop is clearing up through connector. Slow and steady is the play. They want to take their time. BHOP's been gamble rotating. They've been very aggressive with the rotations. Something Carpe Diem should have discussed during that timeout. Right now, they're split at a 2v2. If they can deal with Stanislaw or Rek, this is a solid duo. This is the duo that won the 2v4 retake on the B site. I guess you can technically call it a hold. It's not going to be easy here for Carpe Diem. The op of Stan going back and forth, pushes aggressively. That's a good kill for Glacia. Rek falling back towards Truck will spray down Glacia. Molotov's going to come through and a counter going out. Silas is already here to help through 2. Plenty of time to rotate down to B though for Carpe Diem if they want to do so. All 3 remaining BHOP players are on the A side, but the nade will finish off Rek. Silas picks up the M4. Bomb will go down unless Silas pushes through to stop it. He will not. He'll hold the line. And Carpe Diem are going to set up for this post plant. Again, timeout called by BHOP in the last round. They lose this one, could be a bit of a rock in their road. Bit of a jolt. Not the good kind. Kit for Silas. A flash and a smoke. Smoke will go out towards front dice. Silas flashes high. Nobody's on the bomb yet. Carpe Diem know this. They don't need to peek.
Well, the defuse is coming in, but okay. They get it done. The job done. Getting pretty close for comfort, if I could say so myself, but now it's going to be probably just a pistol round we'll see from BHOP, and I want to see if we're having that creativity. I think before what we saw against Mythic, they were able to do some interesting stacks. I think even towards on the B site. See if that's what they're going to go for. D goes with a 5.7 with a P250. Only a little bit of utility. Double flash with a smoke. We'll have to see what they have ready for us, and it is going to be the 4-player stack towards the B site, like we mentioned, and it's going to be Stan pushing up the fountain. Rek able to find this kill. Now he's gotten himself a MAC-10, not the best weapon in the world, but hey, you'll take what you can get.
Might be better to have the Deagle, though, just because of how well he just showed off with it. Stanislaw peeks out towards Fountain, delivers a chest shot. 61 health left for Walco as he'll finish off the IGL of BHOP. 4v4 now as Carpe Diem are just trying to chip away at the numbers of the CT side, trying to feel out where that stack is, too. They've spotted out a player, 1 on each site. But with Hex so far aggressed up towards A, I think they're going to commit towards A, but look at the trade of CTs. They're going back up towards the A site. And Carpe Diem have made the read, haven't they? They've expected this rotation back. How much damage can Hex do from the A site? How much can he work from here? While the rest of his team goes to the other direction. Silas, the one holding out towards Truck. Hex has gone behind them. It's a yin-yang. He's gone underneath. They've completely passed like ships in the night. Hex knows are all over A. You can hear them stomping around, jump, peeking, running. While his teammates are going to clear up that B site. Carpe Diem should be well on their way to a 6th here, unless something goes terribly wrong.
Yeah, Hex is in the best position now because he can catch these guys off guard. He's going to get the noise cue. Look at that. He's going to be able to get the first. Looks for the second. It's easy. Carpe Diem now have themselves an easy landing. I mentioned ships, and now they've been able to port. Now it's just 2 players remaining. Silas and Beaky. Even an opportunity for exit frags, so they're just going to have to save these little bits of utility in the armor here on Silas. Not the thing you want, but good round from Carpe, and now, I mean, Hex has been able to put on a great performance. Walco, all right, gets a bit more aggressive, and he's feeling confident. And the Galeals, they'll do some more damage. No save going to happen here for BHOP, but the money's in here. The money's available. The op's going to be available again for Stanislaw. He is going to try this. Hit me, baby, one more time. Why not?
Give it a shot. Overpass is a great map for the op. Want to see him go aggressive, though. Get an early pick. And he does seem to be going for that aggressive play. Fountain push, perhaps. Molotov going in to ward off those aggressive plays. And comes second as well as the smoke goes to wall it off. And Stan has gone the long way around. He's going in towards the flower pots. The nade doesn't really do much either for Rek. As Carpe Diem are defaulting. Heavy B default. The op of Stan not going to have too much impact as of now. Beaky jump peeking lane. Lots of time on the clock. Carpe Diem have been doing a good job of trying to buy this time and just sweat out BHOP, force them into a mistake. And burn through a good chunk of their utility as well. Early picks have not been too hard for Carpe Diem to find either. Perhaps they're going to rotate back up towards A. The bomb's making its way that way on the back of Wiz. He'll drop that and maybe even go for a long peek, try and take the fight against Stanislaw. Wiz already having a better game here on Overpass than he did on Nuke, as to be expected. A much more comfortable map for an opper. But time, it's ticking.
Yeah, they're really waiting things out here, right? I mean, Carpe, they're just kind of, you know, slow and steady. I don't know if he'll win the race. Yeah, I guess we're going to find that out. But it's a 3-player stack now from BHOP towards B site. Make it actually 4. So Carpe's running into a bit of a trap. The execute's coming in. Flash is now going to be used, but it's going to be Clasia that's going to be able to win that first fight. Now more nades waiting. The Molly's going to be now to clearing off the water, and it's going to be Hex, who better yet, and now there you go. Classi's able to find it, and now Beaky gets put in away. Stanislaw on the 1-on-3. With only 13 seconds left, the bomb about to get planted. The retake, not looking likely at all, and it might be just another save. He's been exposed. They know where he is. No hunting should be happening here from Chop and Wiz. Stan does change it up. He gets the AK picked up now. He was able to spot Chop on the long. Swing comes in, and the connection's made. The big green gets a 7th round here for Carpe Diem. Even though they run into stacks, they're still going to take names.
They are taking names, and they're taking another timeout from BHOP, who are using their second. It's a 7-1 scoreline. I know what you're thinking. You're all thinking it. I'm not going to say it, but I know you're thinking it. Carpe Diem, though, doing a great job on this T side. Their utility executes have been working out well. The way they're just forcing BHOP to use a lot of that early utility is great. As when it actually does come to execute time, there's not a lot of counter utility left for BHOP to throw at them. And now this is a Carpe Diem timeout. Probably somebody was stepping up, getting some water or something, or making an emergency bathroom break, and just wanted an extra bit of time to let them get back. But the way that Carpe Diem's been playing this T side is a lot of fearlessness. I think a lot of that has to do with the confidence that they gained from that overtime victory on Nuke, where they kind of got turned on. They got the whole map turned on its head, and they battled back and won it out. BHOP not really able to counter anything, and it feels like BHOP's a little lost here on an Overpass. Either maybe that's something to do with their confidence being wrecked, but either way, anyway it stands. Carpe Diem are looking so much better here on Overpass, just not able to be matched by BHOP.
Yeah, definitely not being matched. And like I said before, BHOP, they've had some interesting results on this. And like we said, the most noticeable, most recent one was taking down Party Astronauts in a nail-biter of a 16-14 game. And I think that was even the one game that Silas was almost able to drop 30. He had like a 1.49 rating that game or something insane, but
yeah,
not looking like it right now. But Silas did a lot of work on that first map. I mean, he was arguably probably one of the most valuable players in that first map series, even though it doesn't go the way for BHOP. But not seeing the same results yet, but we'll got some time left here. We're only in round 9, and gonna be the 4-player stack on towards Graffiti, and just leaving it just into the liking here of one player. Or actually no players from BHOP. They're not even going to commit anybody towards the A site. And look at this, Carpe Diem. They've been able to take advantage of this, and you already have Chop close on by. The smokes are going to come in, and the rotate's already here from BHOP. It's a little bit too late, and now the Molly, this is going to flush some of these players out. They can't even deny the plan if they try to.
Nah, this is, I mean, it's not a round you can really expect BHOP to win. Deagle's armor on 2, minimal utility, no kit. It's about doing some damage and trying to establish a presence. That presence has been anything but established. Just keeps getting erased. That's a great nade from Walco. More utility just barring BHOP away from this A site. We're going to try and go for the retake. Clasia goes a little too aggressively and gets taken down. Nice little combo there, but in comes Chop. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy bowling there for Chop. Knocking down all the pins. And Stanislaw stuck in bank, the last alive, will be domed by Hex. 2 rings, 2 bells. And that bell's going to ring an 8th on the board for the Carpe Diem side. Guns out again for BHOP. Stan probably going to go for the op again. But this map is quickly getting out of control, and not in the way BHOP want. I mean, if you look at the stats here, BHOP, in their 6 games played, have only won 35.6 of their T rounds. Contrast that to a 60.6% win rate on CT rounds. They only have 1 right now. It's not nearly enough. And Carpe Diem, just shy of a 50% win rate on their CT, or on their T side rounds, excuse me, 47.8. They've won more than half. They've more than accomplished their mission. They're looking for more. It's a flash peek in a monster. Hext will have 2, and Clasia chimes in for another. It's down to Beaky and Stan to probably save again, because a 2v5 retake does not have a lot to stand on. Maybe half of a leg. 9-1. This is domination from Carpe Diem.
This is the Carpe Diem we know, man. This is the team that, you know, on Overpass historically, they used to just bulldoze teams. It's been a little bit shattered as of lately, but now it's starting to look a lot more fine-tuned here. And BHOP making it a nail-biter of a first map, is kind of taking a nap on the second one. They're not able to find any success at all. They just lose those opening duels. And like we said, I mean, Hex, man, he's able to find 2 opening kills with Clasia without getting traded. We'll have to see something a little bit different here from BHOP. They have the full loss bonus, like I mentioned. They're going to have enough for the rifles, but their utility might be a bit more lackluster. Beaky able to find 1 more kill at the end. It's not going to matter. Carpe Diem, man, they have been able to pick up this first half with 9. And it's now making me wonder how big of a lead can we see from Carpe. There is just nothing really that's going wrong for them.
Yeah, nothing going wrong for Carpe Diem right now. Overpass, or rather Nuke seem like a distant memory. This Overpass is just all rose-colored glasses for Carpe Diem. Of course, they have to be careful not to get complacent. They don't want to let BHOP back into the game. BHOP seen it done to them. And as Luis Enrique said, if they can score 4, we can score 6. Same can be said, if you can battle back, so can we. BHOP. They have some veteranship, especially in the form of Stanislaw and Spermy as well. With a bit of a young gun mix tossed in Silas Beaky and Iraq. But Carpe Diem have that longevity. They have that ability where they kind of know each other inside and out. And you play with somebody long enough, you know what they do without even needing to comment half the time. And that's something that kind of shows through in the way Carpe Diem play. They know how each other thinks. They know how the others operate. And that's something that I think as an NA person alone, we can be very proud of this team for sticking through thick and thin.
Couldn't agree more with you, Boggs. Couldn't agree more. The player stack from BHOP. Rex is going to get wrecked. Oh no. Chop and block here. But Beaky, he finds himself too. Okay. Now Carpe are going to pull back on this plan. They're going to reconvene. They're going to go, you know what? We got time. Let's go to B. They're going to be able to find it. Silas actually went for the full rotate, so BHOP in not the most advantaged position, but they do have the even footing of a 3-3. They do have 2 defuse kits with no more utility. Silas close on by. Clasia just on the other side of this. This is where Carpe Diem, this is where they thrive, man. This is where they just do so well in the post-plant situation. Stan waiting things out. Wiz just behind the plant box. Gonna have to see someone, either Silas or Beaky, gonna be able to find something, and it's gonna be the first exchanges back and forth, but now just Stan by himself, and he gets annihilated! Carpe now have been able to find themselves a 10th.
A 10th round to the 1 of BHOP. And BHOP can't even full buy into this round. They can force in, but they can't full buy. Beaky's gonna go for a hero rifle. Deagles will pound on the other side. And Stan will just go for a USP as he wants it up in the following round. But man, this one's getting real rough, real quick. Doesn't look like there's much BHOP can really do to battle back into this one. Unless their T side is magical. And even then, they need a little bit more on this CT side to be able to even give themselves room to move and room to breathe. I mean, BHOP took out Party Astronauts 16-14 on this map. Just a little bit ago. Where is that BHOP?
It makes me wonder, we talked about, you know, the dexterity and stamina, like, did they burn it all on the first map? I mean, we went to the distance. We went to, what, double overtime? That takes a lot out of you, and I mean, again, this is where Stanislaw, he's very experienced, but you have some young players in this roster. Might not be used to it as much, and now we're going to see Beaky getting boosted. A nice little double stack and trying to find what else they can do. And that's the only rifle we have on the BHOP squad. Just some deagles and a USP ready to go, and Spermie actually getting a bit more adventurous, not able to find that kill at all. It's only one player advantage, and oh boy, Stanislaw, he's able to drop the bomb. He gets that kill. Things are looking a little bit more interesting. Beaky, he can get himself in the right site here. He might be able to find, but no, he's getting the wrong read. He's going for the wrong rotate.
It's the wrong move. The bomb's going down on B. Classy gonna bring that and punch in those digits. Hex gonna hold the line. Carpe Diem expecting Beaky here too. They're taking their sweet time as they clear out every angle. Even though they're up 10-1, they're not getting lax. They're not letting things slip through. It's a really good look from Carpe Diem and how they're not just playing loose. They're playing to win every single round like it's a one-round game. And there's a big reason why they're winning by such a dominant scoreline. Keep on growing that lead. Opera covered to his Hex puts the final nail in that round's coffin. 11-1. It's all ones on the scoreboard. But the ones that are really rocking the board is Carpe Diem. Op back for Stanislaw utility and guns for BHOP. But even in 11-4, 4 rounds of the CT side is not nearly enough to contest with Carpe Diem's a mass of rounds over on this T side. There's still plenty of potential for more. Con control being taken. Aggression from Stanislaw, but look who's ready for him. It's Wiz. Silas going out in towards short, gets sprayed down. Wiz has Stanislaw out on the other side of the map. And it's just a collapse again. BHOP getting shut down everywhere they turn.
He goes for the swing. He's able to find Hex, though, so it's going to be the first casualty we lose here from Carpe Diem. Now Beaky going for another one. He's going to be able to win that fight now. Got himself a double. Everything's been equalized now, 3-3. But look at Classia. He's been able to get this site. He's going to take down Spermie, a big kill. Now the CTs, they're scrambling again. They're trying to figure what they need to do to get their footing back. Bomb on the long rotate through. BHOP still now making their presence, and it's going to be rectifying this kill. And if Carpe Diem want, they can just pull back on this plan. They do not need to commit to it. And Beaky, though, while everything's going on, he's pushing down into middle, so he's getting all the information in the world. Going to be able to transmit that to his teammate, and they can get themselves in a particular position that they could find something.
2v2 is winnable here for BHOP, especially with Beaky coming in up towards short. Is he going to go for the monster wrap? It looks like he will. Wiz has to be careful here. He has the bomb, and he's taking too long. He dashes forward just in time. And he can try and get that bomb down, but Beaky's going to hop on his horse and try and shut this down. Wiz still around, still alive. Eye on heaven now. Beaky peeking around, spots out one, knows where they both are, swings around and has them both. Good play there for Beaky. Been the real shining light that BHOP has in this map. And that'll get them a second round on the board. They double their rounds. But it's not a nice thing to say at this point in time. Be able to buy up again, too. Carpe Diem just not expecting Beaky in that position. Get caught off guard. But still, they've done more than enough out of this half. Everything that they've been getting from 8 and on has just been icing on the cake. It's just been nice little extra bonus. It's like those bonus Lego sets you sometimes get. It's just little bonuses that make you happy.
I don't know anything about Legos.
Don't get into it. It's a money.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Looking like money in a thing right now here for Carpe Diem. They should have enough funds that they can be able to finish this half off. No, with ease, I'll call it. Now it's going to be mid-control for Carpe. 4-player stack once again at the B site for BHOP. We've seen this a lot. We've seen a lot of stacks. They've been just going for these 4-1 splits, but they just haven't been read right. Let's see, and Carpe slowly creeping through the map control, and that's going to be Beaky now. He's getting a little bit more curious. On top of the dumpster, he's going to watch on top of short. See what he can find. Doesn't make the noise cue. Another smoke to be placed, and it's going to block off this vision. And Carpe, they're getting ready for the hit. They're ready to pounce this. And they win it. Classia, once again, finds that opener.
Classy is really heating up here. Didn't have the strongest start on Nuke. Didn't have the strongest overall performance for Clasia standards. This is starting to look more like a vintage Clasia. Stanislav's whiz, but Clasia was the close target and the more dangerous, not able to take him down. That'll be the A side open for Carpe Diem. Bomb taken away as the retake's coming through here. Reckon towards Bank. Money of a kill there for Clasia. 3 on the round, 2 more to find, and the last 2 are going to save. Don't want to give the ace or the guns up to Clasia or anybody on Carpe Diem. A 12th already achieved at this point now. Laz, 12-3 is the best case scenario for BHOP. Is anything but pretty.
Yeah, and we talked about Carpe too. Like, this isn't even their strongest side recently too. This is their weaker side. This is the side that they know they got to improve on, and I think they made some improvements here, Boggs. I think whatever they did, it's looking impressive.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of server time. Just a
thing I
little.
love about this team. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, I mean, they've been together for so long. They work so hard and been able to prevail. I don't even want to say prevail, but they've been able to do just some really good amount of work together as a unit over the last couple of years. As a quad 4. So, last round of the first half we go, and BHOP. Let's see what they can do, and their gut is wrenching right now. They are looking for something, a miracle.
They definitely do need a miracle. They need multiple miracles. They need a chain of them. Because right now, even if they are able to get a third, it still doesn't bode well. And there's a good flash in from Clasia. Walco opens the door and picks off the first. Stanislaw will get one and caught by Wiz on retreat. Bomb can be recovered and brought wherever Carpe Diem want to go. Looking like a B take here as they're all grouping up outside of the site. Clasia, Walco in towards short. All 3 BHOP players on B as well, expecting this. Chop looking for any more targets towards A. None to be found, though. Molotov in towards Toxic from Wiz. Perhaps now he'll just help trade out as Silas will spray down 1. 2 left to find. All on the same site. Molotov to delay. Maybe Carpe Diem decide to go towards A. They definitely can. They have the time. They don't know these 2 players are here. They at least know 1 is. And knowing Carpe Diem, they'll definitely check for more. Smoke's going in towards heaven. All the utility coming in on towards the A side. Spermy drops down and sprays down 2. They needed a miracle. Spermy delivers, and it's 12-3 going into half number 2.
Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes 'cause you can, and all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night. Holding on for life, feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or 2, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day you wanna stay out, you're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing
Well, first half was magnificent for Carpe Diem. 12-3 on the T side of Overpass. They picked this map, and it definitely shows why. I'm Boggs, joined by Laz. Timeout called by Carpe Diem. Apparently not everyone was actually ready when they hit dot ready. But we'll be into the action here momentarily, Laz. That was a monstrous half, though, from Carpe Diem. They never let their foot off the gas.
No, they really didn't. And I mean, BHOP, they just couldn't figure out what to do. And there's just no counter in the world that they could find. And got to give it up to Carpe Diem, man. I was wondering how they would feel going into second map. But, you know, BHOP seem to be the ones that are looking a little strained right now. And things are going to be switched on over. We're going on the better side here of Carpe Diem on the CT. And BHOP, we'll have to see if they've been able to do some demo work. And Stanislav's got the full bag of utility. Double flashes with the smoke. See what the plan of attack is going to be. And oh man, Boggs, if this doesn't go their way, I mean, there's a good chance this can be swept up quick.
There's a great chance it's going to be swept up quick. Only 4 rounds required. Pistol round makes it 3. They win the second round, only 2. It's simple elementary math, and the odds do not favor BHOP here. They're pushing it on towards B. Walco thinks better of utility, wisely so, saves his teammate's life and grabs a second. Goes back for more, but is sideswiped as Hex falls as well. But Chop comes in, stops the bomb plant. The dual Berettas chiming in. And Spermy will try and recover the bomb, but he'll get tagged down to 3 HP. Stanislaw and Spermy doing what they can to get back in. Chop peeking around. Takes a little bit of damage from the Glock of Stanislaw. Bomb plant not coming through yet. Chop with plenty of ammunition. 29 rounds between the 2 guns. The bomb plant's going to be going down safe behind the pillar, but Wiz going to peek down at the same time and shut that down. Classia out monster tunnel. 1 up short. Classia pops and Spermy goes down. Stand with a 1 tap. Needs to find 2 more. Wiz coming in from bridge, spots out Stanislaw. Can peek in conjunction with Classia, who could have moved up through short, but Stanislaw's just buying a lot of time here. Carpe Diem have to hurry. Classia goes straight for the dual Berettas, charging in. 2 guns are better than 1. And that will be the round for Carpe Diem. Pistol round converted, but bomb plant, 3 kills. 4 spy coming in.
Why?
Why?
Oh.
No
diffuser.
That's why.
I know. It's like, why are you doing this to us? Just barely gets it too, but I mean, the thing we saw from Classia, and I love that switch up in the play. He was originally in long, then he actually waits things out. His teammate makes the distraction, then he's able to slip on through like a Ninja Turtle. He's under in the sewers, able to get himself all the way onto the CAD or onto short B, sorry, and that was a good position for him, and that allowed Stanislaw to get caught off guard.
Yeah, and well, takes the teachings of Master Splinter well. Takes down the Shredder. 4 spy up for BHOP, though. A couple of AKs, a Galil, a Deagle, and a Scout. Not too shabby, all things considered. Deagle is a glass cannon, if you can call it a glass cannon. Just no armor Deagle if you wanted to go there. Stanislaw, though, has one of those AKs, and he delivers nicely. Wiz is gone. That's the opening pick for BHOP. Something good for them. Something good that we have not seen for them in a while. A will be their play. Smoke going out. More utilities still to follow. Walco, the closest player to the A side as well for Carpe Diem. A lot rests on the shoulders of the 1M4 of Classia. And I believe he's been spotted too. A shot rings out towards his position map. He's going to have to fall away, but with that smoke around, he might even reaggress here. Walco could catch a player in bathrooms. Yes, he can. Walco has another out towards A. And perhaps this will not be around for BHOP as they start to fall down to the ground again. Rotations coming in amidst smoke, and Walco still holding the line from lane. Takes down another with a headshot. The FAMAS is singing in his hands. It's a Stradivarius. And Spermy the last alive. Nothing coming from him. Classia with a flash from Chop. A 14-3. And the force buy fails against the buy up of Carpe Diem. Pistols again for BHOP, unless they want to force up here and play for the win, because playing for a 15-3 tie is something you almost never see.
Yeah, it's something you don't see very often, Boggs. I'll have to see what BHOP can do. Tech 9s are the name of the game for this one, and round number 3 of the second half, and Carpe Diem feeling a little bit better, and now Classia, he's able to get a spray through. He's doing some damage, but he's not able to get some kills. Wiz trying to make it happen with the MP9. Nade's going to get dunked. Going to be able to find it. Now they're just farming. They're just completely sweeping it. cleanup all over the place, and now Carpe Diem a match in series point. And a long road ahead here for BHOP, and we'll have to see if they can do it. 12 rounds they need to push overtime.
Get out the broom, Les. It's time.
Sweet, sweet. I was trying to think of the noise. It was like, swoosh. That's like, it's kind of hard to do.
It is kind of hard to do.
Sweet. Don't judge me.
No judgment required. I mean, I don't know what I would do for a broom sound either. Probably something that would sound terrible. That was a good shot from Silas, though. Gets an opening again for BHOP, though it's their last chance. He's the only player without a rifle, so already getting impact with the deagle is a good sign. BHOP playing this a little more slow and steady. But look at this angle from Walco, who's been very strong this series. Takes down the first of 3 targets coming through. Spurby swings around, sprays away with the Galil. Walco backs away, back towards Long Bath. Classy comes in on the backstab, but Walco falls. 3v3, 3v2 as Silas nets another on the deagle. 1 taps coming through from him on the hand cannon. Now it's going to be an MP9 upgrade, and Classy just outside of the smoke, shut down by Silas, who's having a round. Putting up kill after kill after kill. 3 out of 4 potentially now. As it's all down to Hexton, a 1v3 coming up towards jump up, forced away and into the flames. This most likely will be a round for BHOP, which, considering the scoreline, almost seems like delaying the inevitable. But still, they're playing for pride. They're playing for just doing what they can to not give up here. And Hext might even just save the AK. There's not really a reason for him to attempt this retake with no utility in particular. Just toss it over to Chop or even keep it for himself. Drop Chop on M4. Get a full buy into the next round.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the kit, he's got the armor. Might as well just try to preserve it. They have the big cushion with the rounds, but great round from Silas. He's been very quiet this game, and he pretty much picks up a triple to get himself a round win for BHOP, but we're going to have to see a little bit more than that in the individual play. Still plenty of funds. I think the only player that's quite low is Chop. I think he's sitting around that 2,400, so I'm curious what he's going to go for. Probably just an MP9, I would imagine. Seemed to be the... Oh, never mind, just kidding. Well, he's going to get a rifle. He's good. So, we'll see what we find a little bit differently. But the one thing I loved from BHOP that last round was, I think it was Silas, and I think it was Rec that was in middle. They both peaked at the exact same time, so they kind of did like a nice little ping-pong setup that allowed them to win that opening duel against, I think that was Walco actually in middle.
Yeah, it was Walker out towards Long Bath, so. BHOP, a couple of opening picks in a row. Only one of them is equated into a round victory. But as it stands, Carpe Diem still with the game in their hands. Walco in towards Con this time. Wiz back towards lane. And A pressure coming through from BHOP. 4 out of 5 positioning into this direction. Flash going over lane, a boost out towards B as well, keeping an eye on sewer pipe. And perhaps if Rec wants to walk through, he will be met with a hellfire from Classia. He'll actually win that duel. That's another opening pick coming through from BHOP. And perhaps something cooking here for this side, trying to make a comeback happen. Walco, can he get the job done over from Con? No, he can't. Beaky wins it as well. Things starting to work out in the favor of Carpe Diem here. Something, or rather in favor of BHOP as Carpe Diem are floundering. Things are not going well for them at all. They're down to a 3v5. But the one thing that is going well for them is the fact that BHOP are starting to entry in to their position where they have 2 of their 3 players amassed. The gamble stack. And now Chop's starting to rotate up as well. BHOP are walking into the trap. Stanislaw, he can open this up though. He can clear B. But look at the time. The time is not there. If they try and run this, the bomb can get dropped in the open if it even has enough time. This is disastrous. This is disaster incarnate. Chop has the angle. Chop has the kill. And he has the round. That's it. It's over. 16-4. BHOP have fallen.